Welcome to the Hoopsfix Pro-Am as we're about to get ready for our final. So away to our right in the black uniforms, SBB. Both these sides undefeated as we welcome the players to the court. We'll start with number 1, Peter Asante, and his brother Stephen Asante wearing number 2. Number 4, Kourie Barnaby. As number 5, Alfie Murray. Number 6 is Kieran Farrell. Number 8, Mergim Sokoli. Number 9, Callum Vines. Number 10, Rinor Dragusha. Number 11, Flynn Boardman-Raffet. And number 12, Josh Steele. And that is your team, SBB. And to their left, having had a dominant campaign, CMBC, number 11, led out by Marcus delpeche, and the rest of the roster, number 7, Toto Fagbenle, number 12, Dean Wanliss, number 10, Carey, number 8, Ebuka Ekwegh. Number 5, James Claar. Number 3, Juan-amaning. Number 6 is Busumbru. Number 9 is Sangu. And number 1 for CNBC, number 1, Victor Olarerin. And there your rosters for this final. As the temperature definitely built here in Brixton across today. Great to see so many people in the crowd opposite us. And the team's about ready to get underway. Coming out first for CNBC in the red, Busumbru, Carey, James Claar, Victor Olarerin, and Ebuka Ekwegh. And for SBB, Stephen Asante, Flynn Boardman-Raffet back from GB 3x3 duties, Callum Vines, Josh Steele, and Stephen Asante. And that your starting 5s for the final. And we're about ready to go in the final. We already had one champion Team Ruby, Yasmin Edwards, MVP. The rest of the positions have been sorted, and now it's just down to the final two. 4-0 versus 4-0. One will keep that O and win the title, as Flynn Boardman-Raffet from way downtown leaves it a little short. And immediately scoring Luke Busumbru. Essex Rebels last year announced his departure, heading back to Solent. As ball inside, looking for Callum Vines. And Carey cutting through as Ekwegh can't control. Turns the ball over. And SBB trying to get their tally underway. Asante. Boardman-Raffet with the slow Euro step. Busumbru all over that. Good defence by Luke. And he'll get the ball on the left wing. Thought about the three just for a second. Going to try and work on Peter Asante. Busumbru kicks it. Carey contested three from the corner. Doesn't matter. String music, Carey. As Stephen Asante driving baseline. Boardman-Raffet and Busumbru all over it. Vines comes up to set the screen. Flynn on the free. Heavily contested. Off to the right as Claar into the paint. Gets the contact through Callum Vines. And CNBC doing what they've done all Pro-Am long. Starting off with a tear. Last week they were up 27 at half-time in the semi-final. And it's about to be 9-0 as Olarerin with the dunk and an early timeout. SBB and CMBC starting out on a tear. So early timeout taken by SBB, 9-zip the lead in this final. And CNBC come out with a bit of pressure. Unsurprisingly, no lineup changes as Peter Asante does well to get to that one. His brother in the corner, no good. And Luke Busumbru rebound and push. Trying to get the ball inside and the ball thrown away. Looking for Ekwegh on the interior. As Vines. Hand off to Boardman-Raffet. Spin baseline. And goaltending going to be called, or basket interference to give it its official name. As James Claar a little bit too energetic trying to affect the shot. So first bucket of the day as Claar going inside, pop, beautiful pull up from the elbow. As Josh Steele off the iron on the pull-up as Olarerin elects to go against the isolation ball. Carey loses the handle, and it's Stephen Asante pushing behind the back to his brother. Beautiful ball, no good for Peter on the free. As Olarerin downhill, scoop layup round Josh Steele. And the CMBC Express train in full force early on in this final. Double-digit lead as Asante blocked by Claar. Huge rejection as Mergim Sokoli Ekwegh 8 will check in for Callum Vines. Wanliss, Toto, Fagbenle and Titan Sangu in for CNBC. As Kieran Farrell about to check in for SBB, as that one loose. It'll be Farrell for Peter Asante. Steele baseline cut off. Gonna settle for a tough fall away over Fagbenle. As Manning calling for Nsangu for the ball screen. Alley-oop pass, Nsangu blows the dunk. Beautiful pass by Manning. Boardman-Raffet ahead of the pack, gets the contact, and one called. Victor Olarerin wanting the travel. And Marcus Delpeche to the scorer's table. He'll replace Luke Busumbru. So just yet more firepower for this CNBC team. He'll go with Nsangu, Fagbenle and Delpeche all in the lineup. As Manning stops behind the screen, leaves it short. And Boardman-Raffet ahead of the pack, and a monster dunk by Farrell. And SBB get within 6 on a breakaway dunk. And a confusion of who's inbounding the ball. Turnover for CNBC. As Farrell in the corner, no good. As Olarerin fade away from downtown, then Nsangu trying to get the rebound, but Sokoli pulls it down. As Boardman-Raffet step back three, the ball off the stanchion. 0 of 5 now from downtown at SBB. As Manning picks up the dribble, looks for options, ball recycled. Fagbenle on Steele, gonna go to the spin move, finds a cutting delpeche, and the Manchester Basketball big throws it down. As Steele, Sokoli, lefty three up off the iron. As Rinor Dragusha has also checked into the game wearing 10, he can't connect either. And a fight for the rebound. And it's going to be a CMBC ball. As Peter Asante to the scorer's table. As Manning at the top, inside to delpeche, knocked away by Sokoli. And it will be coming in for Josh Steele, who wanted to stay in. I think he wanted to try and help with the matchups on the floor. As delpeche, great use of the pivot foot, but can't connect on the righty hook. As Peter Asante, Farrell, who had that monster dunk a couple of minutes ago. Peter Asante stops in the paint, dishes it out. Dragusha trying to find room. Flynn on the corner, again no good from 3. 0 of 9 now from downtown SBB. As Farrell called for the foul, trying to break up the entry pass. First personal foul of the game as Josh Steele goes back in. There'll be Boardman-Raffet to check out. As Carey, Manning loses the ball. As delpeche, Carey wide open, misses just off to the right, fight for the rebound, comes out to Manning. 10 left in the quarter, and Manning strings it. As 4 seconds left, Dragusha looks at the clock, and Dragusha running free off the rim. And that ended the quarter, 18-7 the lead for CMBC, having jumped out to 9-0. SBB trying to find the way back in, but that'll end it here in quarter number 1 of the Hoopsfix Pro-Am final. So quarter number 2 about to get underway in the final. It's CNBC in the red going right to left, who have the double-digit lead as wanliss leaves the layup a little short. Dragusha stop and pop in transition, and finally able to get on the board from downtown. They were 0 of 10 from 3 in Q1. As Dragusha kicks out, Josh Steele can't get that one to go. Peter Asante keeps the ball inbounds. As Manning step back over the mismatch of Sokoli, no good. As Dragusha travels, overthought the shot, having just made it. Knew he was going to have a long closeout running at him. As Farrell out, Boardman-Raffet back in. Flynn, all academic Canadian and U Sports first team all-star the last 2 seasons. Former Barking Abbey prospect. As Carey drives baseline, goes to a little running float layup. As Josh Steele stays inbounds, Dragusha lines this one up, no hesitation, and that's why they wanted him to shoot the first one. Back 2 triples for Rinor.
He's up to 6 points personal, one of 3 scorers on the board for SBB. As Asante, 3-on-1, settles for the 3, and a foul's going to be called on the rebound. As James Claar going to check back in for some rim protection. As Dragusha going to fire up from the wing, in and out on that one. And Dean Wanliss checking in for the first time, wearing 12. As Carey wide open.
Off the flare screen. Can't connect. As that one in and out. As Boardman-Raffet continues to fire. As Wanliss trying to set up something offensively. Ekwegh cut off, Claar stopped and pop and fired over Steele. Not a lot Josh Steele can do with that one. As Sokoli open on the roll, pump fakes, Claar gets a hand on it, and Sokoli able to finish it the second time of asking. As Carey turns the corner, gets the layup to go. As Boardman-Raffet contorts, doesn't get the finish over Wanliss. As Manning blows by, and Dragusha standing on the end line. Out of bounds. Samuel Asante back into the game. As Dean Wanliss goes into the double team, is blocked. But Claar able to pull down the rebound. Puts it back in as Steele loses the handle and gets it back. Little underhand scoop pass to Stephen Asante. As Busumbru knocks down the step back. Luke Busumbru up to 5 points personal. Dragusha hesitates once again on the 3, not quite sure why. He's got the hot hand. As Flynn finally knocks one down. And the gap is down to 10 as Busumbru, Wanliss fire way short on the 3. As Asante could have gone up, circumnavigates the baseline. Boardman-Raffet catch and shoot out of bounds off the top of the stanchion. Claar trying to go to the spin, little bounce pass to Olarerin with the cut from the weak side. Josh Steele off the screen, the ball kicked away by the CMBC defense. As the ball fired ahead to Vines. Step back, fake, step back, connected. Josh Steele keeping shifty with the defense and the ball. And SBB have started to find the range from downtown. As Stephen Asante called for the foul. His first personal. Not many fouls at all in this final so far. As Carey, Claar with the right drive, has to kick it out. Olarerin attacks baseline, Claar circles to perfection and lays it up. He's got 11 points personal now. As the foul, Olarerin commits to stop the play. University of West England student and Bristol Hurricanes, James Clark, second year with the club. As Asante trying to go to work. Sokoli wide open from the top, back iron, and skying for the rebound, Luke Busumbru. As Busumbru into the contact, gets the finish. And SBB going to use their second timeout. We'll take a quick break here from Brixton. CNBC 36-23 up. So, Luke Busumbru a chance to convert the three-point play. Just for housekeeping, Callum Vines called for the foul, his first. Second team, as the free throw no good, Sokoli tips it away. As Josh Steele off the pin down, back iron. Sokoli to the rim, lays it home as Barnaby, checking in for the first time, tracks down the O board. So it's an 11-point game, 30 seconds to go. As the fadeaway no good. Ekwegh calling for the ball. Olarerin, step back three to the left, off iron. 10 seconds left, Josh Steele slowing it down. It'll be Vines coming for the screen. Steele finds the pass inside, and Ekwegh knocks the ball loose, and that will do from the first half here of the final. 36-25 at halftime. So here we go, Brixton. 20 minutes to go in the Pro-Am final. CMBC 36, SBB 25. As everyone trying to relax after a dance off. As Carey with the steal and the slam. CMBC jumped out to a 9-0 lead inside 2 minutes. So that gap ever since has been pretty consistent. Boardman-Raffet foul by Carey. SBB on the smaller side and trying to counteract by firing threes, 4 of 21 from 3 in the first half against 6 of 12 from from inside. As Vines drops the ball. Steal though by Asante, gets the contact by Ekwegh, and he'll have a chance for the 3-point play. As Peter Asante makes the 3-point play. As James Claar continues to light up Brixton, 6 of 6, shooting 14 points. As Callum Vines takes the contact, he gets an and-one play. Trading threes for threes the old-fashioned way. Hoop, arm, got to make the free throw though. First points of the game for Vines. Free throw no good. As the ball knocked away. Steal, Asante has it not loose but manages to keep possession. Has to skip it out to his brother, who runs into traffic. And the ball thrown away in transition. Steal. Carey apparently got a touch. As again trying to work the pick and roll, but Vines can't handle the pass. Busumbru goes behind the back. Olarerin blows the layup. He'll get it back for a 2. And Vines knocks the rebound loose. Steal ran off the line, finds the drop pass. And James Clark rejects the Callum Vines layup attempt. So Mergim Sokoli into the game. And it'll be sideline ball for SBB. As Flynn wide open, no mistake this time. The shot shoot up, didn't have it going early in the first half, but if SBB are going to come back into it, a couple more of those won't do any harm. Drop pass, Carey and Sangu, no foul called. Long pass ahead by Flynn. Steal, spot up corner, back iron. Boardman-Raffet rebound, gets the contact as he pump fakes Nisango into the air. And timeout called by CNBC, and we'll take a quick break. And we'll talk it over here at Brixton. We'll be back in about 45 seconds. So 4th team foul in the quarter for CMBC. So any more fouls, 2 shots. Victor Olarerin on 3 fouls. So just something else to monitor. As Flynn makes the free throw, 1 worth 2. And it's a 6-point game all of a sudden in this Pro-Am final. As Busumbru delpeche straight away 3 off to the right. Asante driving, stays in bounds. And as Boardman-Raffet with a D3, and we're in a 1-possession game. As Busumbru cut off again by Sokoli, circles round. Nsangu dunks it home from the dunker's spot. As Rinor Dragusha ready to check in as Asante leaves that one short. As Busumbru loses the handle, Nsangu above the pack, blocked by Asante, scrambled for the ball, and we're going to get a late whistle. Foul on Flynn, Boardman-Raffet. And it will be delpeche at the line. The free throw rolls in. Just the 4th point personal for delpeche in this final. As Steele with the left hand beats Manning off the dribble. And Manning going to be given room on the switch. Back iron. delpeche puts it back in on the glass. CMBC really trying to use their height advantage. Boardman-Raffet step back, not quite this time. As Olarerin, no good on the layup. Dragusha, 4-on-3. Sokoli, they're going to call unsportsmanlike as Manning wraps him up. 2-hand wrap is going to be the call. So unsportsmanlike will send Sokoli to the line for 2. Well, 1 worth 2. and keep possession. And Sokoli strings the free throw. So gap down to 5 as Farrell and Vines check in. As SBB going to a bigger lineup. First time we've seen this really in the final. As Boardman-Raffet step back 3. And it's a 2-point game as Dragusha knocks it loose. Wanliss came for the screen. Manning, isolation, hesitation, blows by, loses the ball. Illegally so, Dragusha with the foul. They're going to call one shot. See how quickly they can get lined up. Players are going to argue, and that's going to wind the clock down. And that will end the quarter. So, Manning at the line. Chance to make this a 2 or 4 point game going into the quarter break. Manning makes it. And 49-45 is the great. We'll take a break and be back. Quarter 4 on deck. So here we go in Brixton Recreation Centre, 4th quarter time of the men's Pro-Am final. 4-0, 4-0, and now the title is on the line as Carey called for the trouble. SBB won the quarter by 7. They could do that again. They'll be crowned champions, having dug themselves an early hole. CMBC biggest lead was 13. But we've seen a couple of times as Steele gets the corner and loses the ball on the pickup. So Manning, he's out there with Claar, Carey, Ekwegh and Olarerin. As Juan Manning trying to play too much isolation basketball for his teammates' liking. As that one too long. Steal, Vine. Sorry, Steal, Sokoli, Farrell, Boardman-Raffet and Dragusha out on the floor for SBB. As Flynn in his bag trying to work on Carey. Tries to go step through. Sokoli driving, lays it home with the left. Boardman-Raffet 19 points on 4 of 11 from 3 as Claire misses. I think that's his first miss of the day. As fight for the rebound pulled down by Manning. Indeed it was Claire's first miss of the game. He was 14 points on 6 of 6 shooting before that. And Ekwegh loses the ball. Steal on the cut. Lays it home. And we are tied at 49 apiece. In the final. And an offensive foul called on the illegal screen. So tied game in the final. SBB have never led, and one illegal screen leads to another as Josh Steele takes a knock. Clock's going to get stopped. And it'll be Carey to get us back underway in this final. As nearly loses the ball to Dragusha. Delpeche rolls hard out the screen. Carey, I think that was a shot attempt, but leaves it short. Delpeche nearly tipped it in. Dragusha on the push. Sokoli underneath. It's blocked by Manning, but gets a piece of the arm. Mergim Sokoli will go to the line. Second personal on Manning. Running clock, don't forget, 1 worth 2. 6 minutes left of this final for the two unbeaten teams going at it. Sokoli no good on the free throw. And Fagbenle able to tip it to Delpeche. And we're still tied as Manning nearly travels but finds Carey. He misses. Olarerin tried to go for the putback dunk, but ball off the back iron as Asante dribbles into traffic. Fagbenle making his life difficult. Boardman-Raffet fakes a couple of times, loses the ball cleanly to Manning this time. As Carey in transition, pull up 3, no good. And the fight for the rebound knocked out of bounds by Farrell. As Busumbru checking in for Juan Manning for CNBC. So we're still tied at 49. Exactly 5 minutes left in this final as Farrell takes a break. Josh Steele back into the game. Fagbenle against the smaller Dragusha. Goes to the little fadeaway, gets the friendly roll. And CMBC back in the lead as pick and roll. Sokoli finishes. Terrific finish by Sokoli. Good pass by Steele as Busumbru brings it up under pressure of Peter Asante. As Sokoli on the hard hedge. Great back pass to olarerin. Carey. Boardman-Raffet with the defense. Not going to be left on the shot clock. olarerin drives. Gets it to go. Beautiful finish. Victor olarerin with trading baskets. As Stephen Asante to the scorer's table with 4 minutes left of this final. And they're going to call Sokoli for the illegal pick. Dragusha out, Stephen Asante in. So the Asante brothers steal Sokoli and Boardman-Raffet for SBB. Fagbenle, Busumbru, delpeche, Carey and olarerin. Looks like potential subs as well as Fagbenle. Behind the back pass, delpeche gets the roll. And Asante goes long to his brother Stephen with the pickup. As Boardman-Raffet way beyond back iron. As Stephen Asante driving, gets the roll with the left hand. And both teams trading buckets, but delpeche open down the middle. And they're going to say out of bounds. Delpeche wanted the foul. Foul count is 3-1. SBB with the 3. So CNBC with a couple to give. As Sokoli slips the screen, lays it home, and we're tied again. Timeout called CNBC. And we are tied at 55 apiece. Mergim Sokoli, the London Lion, picking up some reads. And he is playing big down the stretch.
As the crowd get introduced to the winner of the one yesterday, the one-on-one competition.
And that took place in White City, and a trip to New York City on the big, winning the European qualifier. As we are ready to go, 2:30 left in the final. The two undefeated teams putting on a classic. CNBC, SBB tied at 55 as Busumbru and Sokoli called for the basket interference on the Busumbru drive. SBB going inside a lot more down the stretch as the wraparound pass. Sokoli for the two. And we are tied 57 apiece. Claar, gonna be a blocking foul called and a technical on the bench. So James Claar to the line for 2, but the technical will go first. Anyone can shoot the technical foul. They are going to go with Claar. We're also inside 2 minutes, so it's going to be 2 shots, not one worth 2. The technical foul shot is good. And now first, no good. So 1 point lead, chance for one more. Second is good. So 2 point lead for CMBC. As Sokoli trying to set the screen. Carey all over Boardman-Raffet. As Boardman-Raffet finds the pass. No look inside. Sokoli cut. Nearly lost the handle. No foul given. Sokoli blocked by Claar. Sokoli trying to do a little bit too much. And we've got 90 seconds to go. Can SBB find the stop? Busumbru driving layup. Gets it to go. 4 point lead. Timeout too late. Asante going coast to coast. Finds his brother. Has to kick it out. Under triple team. Steal short. And Olarerin with the board. 68 seconds to go. And foul called on steal. That'll be 2. And timeout called by SBB. They're going to make Luke Busumbru think about it. We'll take a very quick break and be back for the final minute. So welcome back to Brixton. CNBC up 4. Luke Busumbru at the line for 2. The Essex Rebels guard, one of 2 members of CNBC today in double digits, 11 points. Had an and one earlier on. And there's just some discussion about team fouls. Stats have got 4 fouls. Book has 5. Hence the confusion over shots. It is confirmed 5 team fouls. So Busumbru went to line for an and one earlier, missed the shot. It's the only shot he's missed. It's a 4 point lead with 59.7 left. And another foul shot missed. So it's either going to be a 4 or 5 point lead. Olarerin and Claar are in for offensive rebounding. Doesn't matter as the free throw is good. Steal, kick ahead. Asante finds Boardman-Raffet. Carey knocks it loose. Fouls to give as Flynn drives, hangs, gets it to go. Really tough finish by Flynn. It's a 1 possession game. No fouls to give. Double team comes. Claar, Olarerin cuts, dunks it home on the back door. Victor goes for a swing, and timeout's going to be called. SBB using their last timeout with 34.4 to go. So a chance for everyone to take a breather here in the Hoopsfix Pro-Am. Reminder of the scores from earlier today in the men's segment. Basketball Nation took 7th place, 55-46 over Functional. The Jet picked up a 5th place finish in their first year, being Hometown Heroes 70-53. And then Hoopspace beat the Minimum Brand 62-53 for the 3rd place finish. And for the women was won by Team Ruby. A convincing finals win over Team Diamond in the end. And then this morning, Team Emerald picked up 3rd place over Team Sapphire. The MVP in the women's segment was Yasmin Edwards, who's still up in the crowd. So, timeout advanced the ball, 34.4 to go, and a sub is going to come as Fagbenle into the game for Ekwegh. So, Dragusha, interestingly, not on the floor, having hit multiple threes in this game. Boardman-Raffet steal. Ball just about gets in. Asante going to drive, stop. Asante was on the line, steps back. Stephen, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. 25 seconds to go. And that might just be about it. 25 to go. Claar. Instruction is to foul. Busumbru is the one given the foul. 19.7 left. 2 would probably all but seal the title with 20 seconds left on the clock. 1 opens the door just ever so slightly for SBB. SBB have made 7 threes in the final, but only at 23%. As Busumbru makes the first. So the lead is 6. Second one, no good. Steal with the rebounds. Boardman-Raffet, step back 3, foul on the arm by Busumbru, and that'll be 3 free throws. Flynn, 3 of 3 at the line. First one is good. There is a potential world where if you're against a team not as big, you might want to miss the third, try and go for the offensive boards, but with Claar, Fagbenle and Busumbru in the lineup, it's going to be hard. So Flynn goes 2 of 2. Three of 3, all string music. Carey comes back for the ball. It's going to get fouled by Asante. 10.6 to go. Kyle Carey on the line. Carey playing for Manchester. 68.4% on the season for Manchester Basketball. One makes it a 2-possession game. And no issue with the first. second is a bonus. Sokoli with the rebound. Steele's got a push as Carey fouls him. No call. And Carey's going to finish with the flush. As Flynn fires it up on the buzzer. No good. And CMBC take the title over SBB 68-62. Kyle, Carey and Victor Olarerin both with 10 points in the final. Luke Busumbru 13 points on a perfect 5 of 5 shooting. And James Claar 16 points on 6 of 7. And 2 steals, 3 blocks for the big man. As for SBB, Flynn and Boardman-Raffet 24 points on 7 of 18 shooting. Mergim Sokoli 14 points for the Lions big man and a game high 8 rebounds. And Josh Steele 7 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. As we get ready for the presentation here from the Brixton Rec. We'll take a very quick break and be back shortly for presentations. So we're about to have our first award, which will be the MVP award. And your MVP just read out his stat line of 16 and 3 and 3 blocks. And your league leader in efficiency, your MVP is number 5. James Claar will pick up the MVP award. And gets the trophy and hoop chips as well for the prize. And now the CNBC captain, Ebuka, Ekwegh, to come up and collect the trophy. CNBC lift the championship trophy here in the Brixton Rec. Undefeated season, 68-62 the final. And well deserved as they went undefeated start to finish, jumped out to that 9-0 lead and never trailed in the final. And that will about wrap up coverage here from the Hoopsfix Pro-Am. Another year in the books. Big thank you to Sam Nedder and the Hoopsfix crew who have done a terrific job of putting on the event, all the live stream team, table stats, and of course the Hoopsfix Foundation partners helping make this happen here in Brixton. But from the stream team, including Darren Paul, who couldn't be with us today, thank you very much, and we'll see you next season at the Hoopsfix